Hi everyone, we'll be playing a demo of Threads of You Beyond the Beta today. It's a visual novel that I have played, or like, it's a demo that I have played before, but it's honestly a really fucking good one, so I thought, why not get it out there and just play it for funsies, because, I know for a fact I'll be screaming a lot today. Also, I wanted to say that I am probably gonna be testing out some new expressions that I put into my video tube that I'm gonna try and use to get more expressive with my avatar. So let's get fucking started. Honestly, the details in this game is so good. Like, this is so cute. It's so cute. I love it. Okay. That one. Wait. Eyebrows. Let's do that, actually. Oh, cute, cute. Ooh, hair. Yes, they have red. Fuck yes. Honestly, it's my signature color at this point. I like my red hair. I think it suits me perfectly. Or wait, was there more on this? Nope. Ooh. That one. Oh, fuck yes. Honestly, I am thinking of actually, like, getting more piercings. Because, it's fun, honestly. Let's do that one, actually. Oh, yeah, right. Pick pronouns. I'm fucking... I don't know what to do. My brain is, like, scrambled right now. So, let's crack a monster up and do this. Oh my god. There we go. As you cruise down on a desert road, a gentle breeze caresses your face through an open window. The occasional jolt of the car unsettles you, however, you quickly dismiss it from your mind. You just... first year, second year, third year, or last year. Let's do last year, actually. You've been looking forward to this trip. You were grinding through college relentlessly and finally had the chance to go back home and visit family and friends as a surprise over the summer. You look down at your GPS following the bright yellow line displayed on your screen. This wasn't a road you were completely familiar with, nor was it anywhere near the freeway. Though, stupidly, you were persuaded by a video on Wickwalk to reconnect with nature and thought it'd be faster than sitting through traffic jams or turbulence. Okay, Blake. Just driving. It's probably nothing. You sigh to yourself and turn up your radio up louder, hoping to drown out your anxiety. I knew I should have taken a plane. Ugh. Girl, why the fuck? This is the last time I'm listening to some random person on the internet. Oh god. It's just you... just as you mentally shake your fist at the Wickwalk you watched, your thoughts are abruptly interrupted by the stirring of your car's engine. Metallic clattering comes from the hood of your car, making your eyes wide in alarm. What? Before you could fully process what was happening, the car let out its final breath, stopping dead in the middle of nowhere. You sit in silence for a few minutes before inhaling deeply and stepping out of the car to observe its exterior. Ooh, god. You squint your eyes in annoyance as a light smoke expels from the hood of your car. Shh. shit. What am I supposed to do now? Feeling a lump build up in your throat, you sit by a nearby rock to recollect yourself. Okay, no biggie. I'm just lost in the middle of nowhere with no signal and no sign of life. I mean, technically there is life around you, but we're not gonna... I get the point. I was like, girl? Ah! You bury your head deep into your hands and groan in at the absurdity of the situation. No way. No way, no way. This cannot actually be happening. What is this? A bad 2000s movie? After what felt like an eternity, under the scorching summer sun, the familiar growl of a well-functioning car catches your attention from a distance. Breathing a sigh of relief, you stand up and begin to wave frantically to grab the driver's attention. The car slows down and parks nearby. The engine pauses momentarily as the driver's door swings open. A man emerges from the car, donning a deep green jacket and tousled brown hair. He looks at you with a curious gaze and takes off his sunglasses to rest them on the collar of his shirt.
Hey, is everything alright? Do you need help?
Oh dear God. Oh my lord! Oh. What does it look like? I'm not really sure what to do. I'm not really sure what to do. Thank you for stopping. My car broke down and I'm not really sure what to do from here. He dips his head towards you, taking a peek at your car. He steps forward, examining your car and sighing lightly at the steam rising from your vehicle. His hand motions to the broken heap of a car, meeting your eyes for a quick second. I'm afraid that isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Might as well hop in with me and find shelter for the night. He taps the back of the car and walks away, his hand gesturing for you to follow. You hesitate. As you only just met this man, he looks back up at you for a moment before a light chuckle escapes his lip. I can't read. Don't worry, you can trust me. Can I? He reaches into his pockets, taking out a small golden medallion. Oh shit! Right, he's the sheriff. I'm stupid. You give him a reassured smile as you make your way to his car. The ride has been silent so far, but you don't mind. The smell of sea salt pours in from the open pane, the cool wind combing through your hair. Your eyes close as you take in your surroundings.
Enjoying the view?
That depends on what we're talking about. You open your eyes and turn to look at him. His hair was dancing along with the breeze coming from his open window, the lighter strands of his hair glistening under the sun. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. It's so cool. You purse your lips for a moment and shrug. I guess it's alright. He lets out a small chuckle.
You're a tough critic, aren't you?
I mean... Oh god. His lips curl into a smirk as you can't help but smile back. I've seen better. Meh, I've seen better. You sink deeper into your seat, getting yourself comfortable for the rest of the trip. He turns down the volume of the radio, allowing soothing sounds of nature to take center stage. So, it'd probably be nice to get to know your travel buddy for the next God knows how many hours. Might as well break the ice. How long have you been sheriff? How long have you been a sheriff? A good few years, actually. Probably as soon as I graduated. Not that I mind. I love this job. I get to help people like you. At the end of the day, that's all that really matters to me. That's pretty nice. I guess so. I've never really seen myself doing anything else. He smiles to himself. Where are we headed? If you don't mind me asking, where are we headed? To my hometown, Brine Bay. Ever heard of it? You think to yourself for a moment, racking your memory of any mention of Brine Bay. Nope. Doesn't ring a bell. He nods to himself as you speak. I don't blame you. We're not too well known. I promise you that you'll like your stay, though. We've got great views. I can already tell, sir. I can't help it. Well, I was trying to visit home from college. I haven't been back for a while and was feeling a little homesick. Just my luck to have my car break down when I try, though, right? He offhandedly laughs at your joke and taps lightly on the steering wheel. Yeah, that does suck. No worries, we'll get you back on the road in no time. Let's go of the wheel for a brief moment to give you a pat on the shoulder before focusing on driving again. I don't think I have anything to ask him now. A moment of silence lingers between the two of you before he abruptly speaks. I can't speak. You weren't out there for too long, were you? Well, it felt like forever. Well, it felt like forever, but I guess it wasn't that bad. I'm just relieved you showed up when you did. He smiles and nods at you in response, his eyes glued on the outstretched road ahead.
Jane, by the way.
Hello? You turn to face him, head tilted in confusion. He takes notice of your lack of response and turns to look at you.
My name, it's Jane.
Your mouth falls open briefly, forming a smilant O. I'm Blake. Blake? That's a nice name. He shoots you a gentle smile before adjusting his eyes back on the road. You turn back to the open window, taking in the view once more. The lull of the engine paired with a heavy crashing of the ocean waves began to take over your thoughts, making your eyelids grow heavier by the minute. Before you knew it, you were dead asleep. Exhaustion from the long day of driving mixed with the stress finally took over. Honestly, that's relatable because I would knock the fuck out. Because when my anxiety has been high and everything finally low, like it gets into a low, that's when I don't have any more anxiety to give and I could care less what happens next and I just... of exhaustion. Your eyes struggled to blink open as the sun shyly peeked over the clouds. Its beams greeted you ever so lovingly, the warmth creating a gentle blanket over you. You lift yourself off the car door, stretching the sleepiness away. Your eyes eventually turn to Gene, his hand having a firm grip on the wheel and head turned towards you. Morning there, sleepyhead. You're awake just in time. His head gestures ahead of the car. You gaze, following his cue to a small old-fashioned building. The car comes to a rolling stop into the makeshift parking lot. Gene's deep voice pulls you out of your thoughts. This right here is called Coral Inn, a hostel. You can stay here for the night. And you don't have to worry about the pay. I've covered tonight for you. It's the least thing I could do considering the day you've had. If you walk inside, just a little to your right should be the front desk. Just explain your situation and my buddy Dante will get you all set up. That is so sweet. Thank you. Thank you so much for the help. I'd seriously be so screwed if you didn't show up. He gives you a warm smile. It's no problem at all. Just glad to lend a hand. You give him a small smile back and gather your belongings from his back seat. Oh, before I forget about your car, there's only one mechanic around here, and his name is Kai. Take my number and I'll send you his address. You type his number into your contacts and give him your sincere thanks once again. The two of you wave goodbye as you shut the car door behind you. He pulls out of the parking lot, leaving you to brave the hostel on your own. You stand in the open for a moment, breathing in deeply. The earthy smells of nearby plants mingle with the damp industrial material of the building. It helps you to get a hold of your new surroundings. You grew up in the city. Yep, nothing like home. Sure, it wasn't exactly where you wanted to go, but it honestly felt better. The refreshing clean air was nothing like the city you grew up in, nor the one you've been staying in for college. It was nice to be in a quieter environment for once. A flock of birds chirp overhead, flying information towards the horizon. Watching them, you realize the sun was beginning to set right past the small corner of shops. The sun is setting already? How long have we been driving? I'm glad I didn't just walk to society. I probably would have been walking for days. You look down at your watch to plan your next course of events. Your body was practically begging you to crash for the day, although you really should be getting your car sorted out first. Realistically, get that out of the way so you don't have to worry about that later, because I would not be able to sleep with the stress of that hanging over me. You think it over for a minute and decide it should be best to talk to Kai as soon as possible. I really should get this sorted out first. You lug your backpack over your shoulder and check your phone for the address. Following the directions on the text from Jean, you make your way to the workshop to meet Kai. As you approach closer, the sound of clanking tools paired with machinery fills your ears, the faint aroma of grease and oil growing more noticeable with each step. The large car-filled building seemed vacant except for a figure bent over peering into the hood of a car. Kai? You call out with no response. The hum of the car was overpowering your voice. Kai! Oh, Jesus. One of my favorite characters. Let's go. I really do like Kai. You called out a little louder. The figure finally stood up and turned to face you. A large grin was plastered on his face as he rubbed dirt and grease off with his forearm, hand clasping a wrench.
Well, you must be new here.
I might be tripping, but is it just me that think that he sounds like Kit from A Gentry Child versus the Underworld? Is it just me? Or maybe I'm just tripping. I don't fucking know. My autistic brain is whack today. Before you could open your mouth to reply, he quickly cuts you off with a broad grin. And trust me, I'd remember a face as pretty as yours! Sorry. He winks a little and leans back against the car, grabbing a nearby cloth to clean his wrench and hands.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
I just need a second. Okay. Oh lord. His tone lingered, prompting you to introduce yourself. I'm Blake. I was actually headed west until my car broke down near the forest. That's on me, I guess. I should have gotten my car checked out a good while ago. You look down at your shoes, fidgeting them against each other. Luckily, Jean found me and brought me here so that you can help me fix my car. I need a second, hold on. And I spilled Monster on myself. Dear God. Oh, that hits the spot just right. You look back at him and smile awkwardly, feeling a bit embarrassed about the whole situation. He lets out a short laugh and nodded before putting his wrench down. Well, that won't be much of a problem. I'll head there with Jean later in the day. Although I do have to warn you, it's gonna take a good while to fix it, especially if you're not from here. The spare parts here are pretty dated, and so are our cars. It might take a while. Your worry must have been visible because he pushed himself off the car immediately and defensively threw his hands up with open palms. No, don't worry. You can trust me. My family has been working on cars since this town was founded. I promise to get it working as soon as humanly possible. I mean, can't blame him, so, There we go. Sorry. Need it. He pats your shoulder lightly and gives you a warm smile. You can give me your number and I'll keep you updated on things. Are you asking for my number? If I thought I said that before I saw the options. If you wanted my number, you could have just said so. You smile to yourself at how frantic he got and nodded. Hey, if you wanted my number, you could have just said so. He blinks a few times and turns a bright red. Well, I can tell you you and I will get along just fine. Although appearing confident, there was a slight quiver in his voice. Oh my god! Cute. He grabs his phone out of his pockets and hands it over to you, the screen displaying a small prompt of your information. As you type in your number, you spy him peeking over the side. His deep brown eyes scan over your face, almost as he were studying you down to the smallest features. Sorry, I thought I heard something. You feel yourself flush for a moment before handing it back to him. There you go. I'll be looking forward to hearing from you.
Great. I'll send you a message when I get around to working on it. Hope you have a good time here.
Oh god. Jesus. He gives you another week. Sorry. He gives you another week before turning around to continue working on the car behind him. Alright. Time to get myself some sleep. I'm beat. Your shoes crunch against the gravel as you make your way towards the entrance. The steps of the inn's wooden porch creak with each step, making you hurriedly take longer strides. As you open the door, you're greeting with a surprisingly homely decor. The state of the building itself was just as decrepit as the exterior, if not worse. But someone was definitely doing their best to make it look good. Recalling Jean's direction, you take a few steps towards the right. A small wooden counter comes into view, a few monitors lined up on it, though only one seemed functional. You notice a man sitting behind them, name tag on his shirt read Dante. He didn't exactly look ecstatic to be there, but he also didn't look like he hated it. Hey, I'm Blake. I think Jean might have mentioned me to you? You hold your breath, hoping Jean wasn't lying about paying for the night. Dante looks at you up and down for a moment with a puzzled look before looking down at his phone. Oh, yes he did. Alright then. He sighs to himself before standing up. You're stunned for a quick second as he towers over you. He turns to grab a couple of papers from the shelf and shelf of files and books behind him. With a soft thump, a pile of papers fall in front of you. Okay, Blake, all you have to do is sign a few things and you should be good to go. You write down your information, occasionally glancing up towards him. He was back in his seat, tapping on the table with a pen and glaring right into your soul. Jeez, creepy. All done. He slides over a small metal key with slight rust on its edges. Your room should be numbered. You think you're slick, huh? Funny number! My asexual brain will think anything is funny. Don't make too much noise and no hot water past 9 p.m. Even for small amounts like for tea. Okay, good night then. He ignores you and goes back to scrolling on his phone. Well, Isn't he just the most hospitable? You walk around the hostel mentally counting each door, giggling to yourself over the childish number. You eventually end up on the second floor, finding your room right by the stairs. Okay, Jean, let's hope the room isn't that bad. Taking a sharp breath, you insert the key and turn. Not expecting much of a view. Whoa! For being a run-down place, this was a pretty nice room. Much better than you would have expected from the exterior or the lobby. 2 large windows greeted you, luminescent moonlight shining through and illuminating the dark room. Despite being summer, the well-conditioned room made a cool breeze wash over your body. Not bad, Jean. Not bad. Guess it wouldn't hurt to blankify the room a little. Dropping your backpack and kicking off your shoes, you begin to set up the room to fit more to your liking. I wouldn't exactly do that to, like, I wouldn't. Okay, maybe that. Why would you do that to... Well, that was a mistake. Whoopsies. Hold on. I wouldn't do that to, like, a hostel room that I'm staying at for who knows how long. Nah, I would probably only fucking hell. Can I stop doing that? I would probably only set up plushies if I'm gonna be honest. Yep, my shirt smells like mustard because I spilled on myself. On second thought, never mind. It's a bit weird to decorate a place I won't really be living in for long. You changed out of your clothes before falling onto the comforter of the bed. Your body melts into the mattress and you quietly thank Jean for being generous enough to rent your room. This beats the car any day. Though thoughts about ways to repay him linger as you soothe you to sleep by the night's embrace. Damn, my nose is clogged. Sunday. Yay. Your eyes gently flutter open to the side of the hostel room, lightly glazed with a warm sunrise glow. Why the fuck would I wake at sunrise? Just saying. Like, I either wake up at like 11 or 12 p.m. Or not p.m. What am I saying? Like the middle of the day, right? Or I wake up at like fucking 3 or 4 a.m. for no fucking reason. I don't understand why my brain does that to me. Hopping off the bed, you take a small step into the bathroom and get yourself ready for the day ahead. Thankfully, the hostel was kind enough to include toiletries and fresh towels. Ah, much better. Taking one last look at yourself in the mirror, you gather your essentials and leave the room. As you step into the lobby, you're met with Dante's grouchy face. He sits behind the front desk with his legs up and a magazine in hand. Good morning, Dante. He gives you a quick glance before placing his attention back to the magazine. Good morning, Blake. Did you get a good night's rest? Despite asking, you could tell it was more of an automated response for good customer service than genuine curiosity. What? What is this nonsensical response? What? You know what? I want to try something. Yeah, I did actually, although it did suck seeing a few rats run around. Then I saw a person on my balcony. No way this guy is hearing... No way. Is this guy hearing anything I'm saying? Baby Gronk, the Risk King interlinked? You might have pushed your luck a little too hard and turned to you with his eyebrow fully raised and mouth agape. I'm sorry. What in God's name were any of the words you just said? Anyways, I was just wondering if there's anywhere nearby I might be able to get a bite. I'm pretty hungry. I haven't really had anything but trail mix. There's a diner not too far from here. Just walk down the road and you'll run into it, I'm sure. He reaches under his desk and pulls out a pamphlet, holding it out for you. Thanks, man. I think... Oh god. Never... I need to get a fucking nasal spray because I'm going fucking insane. Oh my fucking god. My foot is asleep. There we go. I want to be able to breathe while I'm doing this. Thank you very much. Jesus. You reach your hands into your pockets for your wallet. About $70, no more, no less. Okay, that $70 isn't that bad. It's about 800 maybe Swedish. I fucking knew it. I did. Fucking knew that. I thought I paid for that, but I didn't. God damn it, Klarna. Guess I'm just paying for it now then. It's not that bad. It's like 178. Or like, don't like. Can't believe I'm paying for something that I already thought I paid for right now. There we go. Whatever. I got that fucking email twice. Anyways, $70. I'm gonna Google. $70 to Swedish. It's about 51 Swedish krona. It's not that bad actually for a hostel. Well, I haven't stayed in a hostel. I've stayed in hotels, and that is fucking expensive as shit. So this is not that bad for a bed. And a shower and some toiletries and fresh towels. That's actually kind of good. As long as there are no rats or bugs. For real. I'm not sure if I can afford that, actually. I might have to find elsewhere to crash. Dante sighs. Look, there's no other place you can stay. It's a small town, kid. It's better to pay up or get comfy on the streets. You shuffle uncomfortably hearing this. You already don't like the idea of sleeping outside, but you seriously don't have enough money for another night. Dante clears his throat to get your attention. You didn't even realize you were completely zoned out. He gives you a small pitied sigh and looks up at you, putting his magazine down on the desk. I'm sure you'll be up for it, but I heard from word of mouth that the diner I mentioned was hiring. Could be a long shot, but it's the best chance you have right now. And since you're a friend of Eugene's, I guess I can lower it to $50 and oh my god, that's a steal! Holy shit! Let's speed run this. Alright, I'll keep that in mind when I grab a bite. Thanks again. He gives you a cordial nod before leaning back into his chair to continue reading his magazine. You walk around town, a pamphlet in hand, and a goal to fulfill. The diner. Where is the diner? As you scan your surroundings for the diner, you see a disheveled red-haired man struggling with a heavy load of paint canisters in his arms. His grip falters ever so often, and the cans threaten to slip from his arms and crash to the ground. Help him out. Running over you brace yourself against the heavy wood-framed door and shove it open with your back. The scent of old parchment and pine immediately hits your face as soon as you open the door. It's comforting, nostalgic almost. The man gives you a quick thanks and rushes in, disappearing behind a curtain at the back of the store. Your eyes wander around the building you had entered and notice the wooden shelves lining the walls stacked with books. Ooh, bookstore! Okay, that is dangerous territory because every single time I step out in the bookstore, I will come out with at least maybe 1, 2, or 3 books in hand. At least. So that is fucking dangerous territory. And usually, like, the chain bookstores we have here in Swedish, Akademibokhandeln, also has, like, office and, like, drawing supplies. So I usually get my microns from there, because I prefer using micron pens. You gently push... sorry, chocolate in my mouth. You gently push the door shut and step into the store. A soft ding echoes, signaling your entrance. Oh my god, chocolate. For breakfast. Holy shit. Chocolate and a monster. You feel the warmth of the sound fade as you move further inside. With your hand outstretched, you glide your fingers across the long rows of books, feeling their distinct textures and designs. Looking up at one of the shelves, a familiar title catches your eye and you make your way towards it. Haven't seen this series in forever. Wait. Has there always been this many volumes? Trials of Tempest, the series that held so many fond memories of your childhood. Ooh. You hated reading it, but this was... You hated reading, but this was... Nah, you loved reading, and this was your favorite. Friends, you like to read it with your parents. Honestly, either one of these three options sounds like me. And I think I'm gonna go with reading it with your parents, because honestly, growing up, I loved my mom reading for me. Like, she would do voices and everything, and she's like a really fluent out loud reader, which like didn't break the immersion slightly. I have a really hard time reading out loud, if you can't tell. So I'm sort of using this as practice, I'm not gonna lie. Your parents would tuck you in... Blah, 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 blah. Your parents would tuck you in at the end of the week and snuggle up next to you, cocooning you between their large figures. They'd let you hold up the book while they read it aloud, doing funny faces and voices to match. If you were lucky, they'd even do a few characters. Eventually, the author stopped producing new volumes, so any hope of new stories was quickly dimmed out. Average height. You smile to yourself and reach up for the book. Your legs wobble a bit as you strain against the ground, small ache going through your arms. Suddenly, a shadow looms over you, and you feel a large hand gently rest on your shoulder. The subtle pressure makes you lay your feet flat on the floor, grounding yourself and releasing the tension from your body stretching. You watch as another hand gently grabs the book before you could. Oh god! Oh, he's cute. I forgot. Oh yeah. This is another one of the characters that I find really cute. Oh, look at this. Look at this animation. Holy shit. I fucking love it. You turn around to see the man from earlier smiling softly at the book and brushing off any dust from its cover. A low chuckle escapes him and he shifts his gaze towards you.
Trials of Tempest. I'm surprised anyone else knows about this book.
Yo! I used to love reading the series as a kid. What about you? He holds the book out to you, letting you take a hold of it. You take it, observing its cover. Yep, definitely haven't read this volume yet. This one. Me too, but I've never seen this one before. This is a special copy, actually. I bet you thought it ended at Journeying to the Storm God, right? You nodded. That was the last volume released before the author stated publicly he was too old to continue the series. The author actually used to live in this town. He'd write out a few more stories and kept them in this very shop. You looked back down at the book. There was more? And the author was from here? You certainly didn't expect that when your car broke down on some random road. Hey, how about for helping me earlier? I'll lend you I'll lend you the books. You can take this one with you. Just come back for the next few volumes. Land? He takes notice of your confused expression and chuckles again. I work here, don't worry. I might look rough, but trust me, I'm not a fan of breaking and entering. I mean, he's really cute. Like, look at him. Holy shit. I love his earrings. Oh my god. You gotta tell me who your piercer is. And the story isn't that popular anyway, so no one would notice if they weren't in stock. Plus, you're new, right? Dante mentioned we had a new face in town. We don't have much except for this one cool thing, so I want to give you something from our little corner of the world to remember. You smile and put the book in your backpack. Thank you, I'll take care of it. It takes notice of your pamphlet in hand.
Oh, were you looking for Cup of Joe Mama?
I forgot that's what the diner's called. It's the dumbest fucking thing, but it's genius at the same time. Yes, actually, Dante said it was just down the road, but I can't find it anywhere.
Down the road? It's literally on the other side of town. In fact, any further from here and you'd be at the beach.
Motherfucker! You goddamn bitch, Dante! You pause for a moment and mentally facepalm yourself. Dante never specified which direction to go, so you had ended up going the wrong way. Yep, my autistic ass would definitely manage to do that. He stifles a laugh with a hand and shakes his head. Classic Dante. Man, he's an asshole. Okay, bitch. Laugh at my misfortunes. You can't help but laugh along. It was sort of comforting to hear that it wasn't just Dante that was... It was just Dante was mean and rude to everyone and not just you. Truthfully, you were starting to feel like he had a personal vendetta against you. Are you personal friends with him? Are you... You seem to know him pretty well. Are you and Dante friends? Something like that. He knew my old boss, so I guess we're more acquaintances. He usually comes over here for magazines or just books for the hostel lobby. Ah, I see. What were the pates for? Oh. Just a little something I've been trying to work on. It's nothing too big. His lips curl into a straight smile, the dimples on his cheeks becoming more noticeable. Ah, alright. I guess I should get going now. Any longer and my stomach might burst. Well, I'm gonna go to the diner before I miss out on breakfast. Thanks for the book. No problem. He pauses for a moment. Blake, no problem.
Andrew, by the way. It's nice to meet you.
Oh my god! He's so cute. Nice to meet you too, Andrew. I'll see you around. You give him a smile and wave goodbye as you leave the bookstore. So, the diner is on the other side of town. God, kill me now. Following Andrew's advice, there it was. The words Cup of Joe Mama plastered not only on the sign above, but also hand-painted on the windows. Your stomach grumbles for a second. You lay your eyes on it. The second you lay your eyes on it, this was... Okay, my brain needs to catch up for a second. Give me a moment. This was your sign to make a break for it. You open the door immediately, hit with the sweet smell of roasted coffee beans and greasy bacon. How cozy! You make a beeline to a booth ringing a small bell on the table. You take a look around. This place was filled with families of all sizes, though you can only see one waiter. He seems to have his full attention on the cash register. His head peeks up from the registry and you watch as he grabs a small notebook rushing over to you.
Hi, what can I get for you today?
He's so fucking cute! Oh my god, I love that he has a trans pin. He's so cute. I love the pins on his... Like, listen, I loved Yusung from Mystic Messenger, so it's no wonder I love this little bean so much. He's a bit quiet, but nonetheless, you understood him perfectly. Is this a bad time to order? No, definitely not a bad time. The other waiters are just on leave summer, you know? He gives you a toothy grin and you can't help but smile back. He suddenly raises an eyebrow, his eyes trailing over your face. Are you new here? I don't think I've seen you around before. Yeah, I am. Oh, yeah, I am. My car broke down, so I'll be here until it gets fixed. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, no problem. My good friend Kai can get that all sorted for you, I'm sure. The fact that he's just sitting down to talk to me, even while it's like busy. You continue explaining your situation to him, not holding back on the little details. So much so that you hadn't noticed he was now sitting down in front of you. Oh my god, are we on a date? Sorry, force a habit. His eyes don't seem to leave yours, paying close attention to your words. A stark difference from Dante. It was pretty refreshing. Wow, that sounds like a lot, but hey, what's a trip with an empty stomach, right? As if on cue, your stomach emits a loud rumble, which makes the both of you burst out laughing.
Well then, what would you like to eat? On the house. I know you're low on cash right now.
Again, another voice that I swear I've heard somewhere, but I can't put my finger on it. You know, considering the hostel and car costs, are you sure? I don't mind using a few dollars. He shakes his head, messy blonde hair, blonde waves bouncing as he does. Oh, take it as a welcoming gift. You look down at the worn out menu laid before you. Well, if you insist, I'll get... Ooh, pancakes! Autistic food! Oh god. Whipped cream... Strawberry syrup. Where did the nothing option go? Hello? Oh, I can scroll. Holy shit. There we go. Just pancakes, I'm fine. That is my #1 autism food. No, it's fine. That'll be all. He looks up from his notebook after jotting down your order down, flashing you a friendly smile. Great, I'll come back in a bit with your order, miss. You watch the man make his way towards the kitchen, where you take notice of the help wanted poster messily plastered up on the notice board. It looks as if it's been there for a while, as the corners are torn and stained with a mysterious liquid. I hope it's coffee. Dante's words echo through your mind as you're reminded of your lack of money. Right, a job. I'll ask the waiter about it when he comes back. A few moments pass before you see him approaching your booth, carefully holding your food and gracefully maneuvering through the tables nearby with his signature smile. Here you go. I hope you enjoy your meal. Just call out to me if there's anything else you'd like. It gives you a small friendly nod and turns to leave. Wait, I saw this place was hiring. Are the positions still open or am I too late? His head snaps towards you, his face painted with surprise and eyes gleaming with excitement.
Yes.
They're still open. Oh man, I've been looking for some help for ages. I'm so happy you're interested. His voice rises into a normal speaking volume as he lets his eagerness show. Taking a quick glance around the bustling diner, is obvious to anyone that they were severely understaffed. You give him a big smile. You can tell he's going to be a great coworker, that is, if you're hired. So, am I going to need to submit my resume to apply? Who should I even talk to? You peek past his figure to see if you can spot a manager running around. His face fills your view as he moves his head to meet your searching eyes. His smile was unwavering. I think the person you're looking for is yours truly. Can we not do that? I just got a diabolic lover's flashback. Oh, not Ayato again. No. Oh, no worries about the rest of me. You're hired. I would at least like to know your name, though. You raised an eyebrow at him. You were happy to be employed, but you're questioning the practices of the diner under this man's management. You notice he's fidgeting with his uniform as the two of you speak. You wonder how he's even survived this long in this line of work, being the quiet man he is. Right, my name, it's Blake. Oh, okay, Blake, you can finish eating here and meet me in the back. I'll be happy to show you all you need to know. Without another word, he starts to walk away before quickly turning his head to look at you again.
By the way, my name's Chris. It was nice to meet you.
Okay, he doesn't look like a Chris, but you're cute, so I'll excuse it. Again, my little Yusong-filled brain is like... Fucking love characters like this. I love my blonde sunshine boys. Chris then continues to register where a small line of people were waiting to pay. It was nice to meet you too, Chris. He was busy with another customer by the time you answered back. Once full and content, you make your way towards the staff door. Well, at least you can only assume it's the staff door. Chris flew out of it with a few dishes in hand a moment before. As you step through, your nose is hit by a delicious mixture of aromas created by all the different meals being prepared. My anxiety could not fucking take that. Doing several different tasks at the same time. That is the reason why I didn't barely survive home economics. He lets out a small gasp upon seeing you.
Hey.
Give me a second, please. You nod as he brushes past you, quickly placing the dishes in the water-filled metal sink. They hit the bottom with a muted clank. Chris grabs a cloth, drying his hands while he turns to you. He lets out an exhausted sigh. Well, we'll start the training in just a moment. I just need this. His eyes tell you everything you need to know as he looks at you. He has probably been on his feet all day. You watch as he lays back on the wall, sweeping away some sweat droplets on his forehead. His slightly disheveled hair frames his face, and he gazes at the ceiling. His eyes suddenly meet yours, a shock running through your body. What are we talking about? Sorry. I can't help it. Force a habit. You quickly look away, embarrassed that he caught you. From the corner of your eye, you see him straighten up and sheepishly reach a hand behind his neck. A single thought snaps you out of your embarrassment. Wait, did he say training? Hold on, we're starting training now? Are you sure this is the best time? Chris drops his hand and nods his head gently. We need help as soon as we can possibly get it. This summer has been one of our busiest, so I would love it if I could work with you right away. If that's okay with you, of course. 1 second. I have this annoying little slime ball in my throat that I need to go spit out real quick. I'll be right back. 1 second. Oh my god! I was wondering where this little shit was, but my cat my cat. Wanna sniff the mic? Wanna sniff it? There we go. He loves me. He loves his mama. Yes, you do. Oh, good scratchies. Good scratchies. Yeah. Aww. Oh, baby. Well, sleeping on the windowsill outside. His eyes wander away as his voice trails off into a faint whisper towards the end of his sentence. Of course that's okay with me. I'd be glad to help you out. Are you watching the game? Are you watching me play the game? Dirk is staring at my monitor. I can't leave you in your time of need. You give him a reassuring smile and places your hands on your hips, excited to lend a hand to your newfound friend. Alright then, teach me your ways. Teach me your ways. Time seems to fly, with only a couple minutes of your shift remaining. You paid careful attention to any upcoming orders. Now's not the time to be making any mistakes. It could hinder your chance to leave early. You peer out the serving hatch towards Chris, preparing yourself to cook like your heart depended on it. Last couple of minutes, we can do this. Why does it look like it's evening? Instead of a small family or an elderly person you've seen all day, a young man walks in. He looks probably in his early 30s. His sleek, long blonde hair framed his face. His captivating eyes made it almost hard for you to look away. Oh god, not this motherfucker. I don't know what to feel about this. You look like you've seen him somewhere, but you can't quite place your finger on it. Gee, I wonder. All that to say, he didn't look the most approachable. He looked around with a slight scowl, seemingly prepared to book it. Your eyes briefly meet, and you can almost swear he gave you a half smile before finding a booth to be seated in. He doesn't look like one of the townsfolk at all. Could he be another visitor? You turn to look at Chris, who seems to be just as puzzled as you are. He shrugs at you and clutches a small notepad, making his way over to the man. You aren't sure if it's because he's tired or not, but Chris's usual upbeat manner for new customers looked diminished. Baby. Is there stuff in the way? Do you want to lay down on the bed? Oh, no, you just want scratchies. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I tickle you instead by accident? You want to sit with Mama? You want to sit with Mom? Jerk. Come here. Yeah, you can be here. There we go. He's sitting right beside me, staring at the screen. Welcome to Cup of Joe Mama. What can I get for you today? Since you started working with Chris, you noticed a pattern with him. At first, he'd stick with his usual script of asking people what they wanted, but if the customer went off script and wanted something he wasn't used to hearing, he'd falter. Are you autistic? Just asking, because this seems a little bit autistic, I'm not gonna lie.
Can I get the omelette?
Oh my god. Why is this man this dripped out? Jesus. Is it just me, or does the jacket on the shoulders like this and the hair is it just me, or is it giving a little bit of Chiyanakara?
But with just the egg whites. And lightly beaten, not whisked. Whisking makes my face bloat.
What does lightly beaten mean? Because again, can't say stuff like that to my autistic ass because I will take it too literally. Right, Dirk? Hello? Don't you agree? Oh, scratching the chin. Oh. Is it that good? Is scratching the chin that good? I love my babies. Oy oy oy. Oy 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 oy. Are you just resting? You're just resting your head in my palm. I've got to shoot next week. Can't be bloated now, can I? Use pink Himalayan salts if possible. I don't want any preservatives in my system. Oh, and hold it on the extra spices. I'm a simple man. Just salt, pepper, and a hint of tarragon and a pinch of... I'm gonna read that wrong, so I'm not gonna read it at all. Also, I don't cook it the American way. Do it French. I prefer my food authentic. You are authentic. Sir? I'm pretty sure this is an American diner! It's an American-styled diner! Why would we do French? Sorry. I will give my cat forehead kisses every once in a while. Because you are my lifeline and my sanity. Yes. Yes, you love your mom. You want to jump on the bed? Where are you going? I don't fucking know what he wants. You see... 1 second. I'm gonna open the door. Yeah, I'm gonna open the door. Don't worry. There we go. Out. Out. Boss. Don't matter. I love him, but he's annoying. The well-suited man nods his head towards the large windows beside him. Beside him, the words "authentic homemade recipes" plastered outside in a large red font. Again, American-styled diner, you motherfucker! I could not roll my eyes harder even if I tried. The man pulls out his wallet and pays for his food. Chris comes back with a small torn page, slowly pushing it over towards you. Sorry, Blake, I couldn't get most of that. It's alright, Chris, I'm sure none of the things you mentioned are real anyways. They're conspiracy theorists, it's not real. It's a placebo effect. It's just two autistics staring at each other and we're like, can we get the instructions again? He giggles and nods. Yeah, okay, do your best anyways. But then again, if that motherfucker is also autistic, he's gonna notice the slightest difference in the food. We have an issue here. With that, Chris leaves to clean a few empty tables from the customers that had just left. How hard could it be? Crack a couple of eggs, separate the yolks from the whites, and mix it lightly. You got it, Blake. What is the difference between whisking and beating? I'm gonna fucking Google this if there is a difference. Difference between beating. Whisking is usually done with a wire whisk or a whisk attachment. If you're using a mixer, it's best to... Beating is usually done with a paddle attachment if you're using a mixer and using a wooden spoon or your own strip. What? Okay, whatever. Didn't know that. Like I said, barely survived home economics. I'm not a chef. You grab a bowl and confidently crack the first egg, successfully separating the yolk from the whites with ease. Oh my god, I'm practically Gordon Ramsay. Feeling optimistic, you move to the second egg, however, this time the yolk breaks and dips into the egg whites. A little yolk wouldn't hurt, he probably won't even notice. You start mixing, aiming for a light and fluffy look despite your effort. However, the whites refuse to cooperate. I should just whisk it at this point. You hold onto the whisk with a strong grip, mix vigorously trying to salvage the situation. Instead of forming soft peaks, they remain stubbornly runny and lackluster. Wow, this is not giving Ghibli. Whoever fucking wrote this section, you're hilarious and a genius. Whatever, let's just cook this thing. You heat up a non-stick pan and pour the egg mixture into it. Consistency is looking far from ideal. What did he want in it again? He only mentioned spices, right? Whatever, just regular salt and pep. Never heard anyone. I can't fucking remember what he said anyways. Something about a Himalayan salt, which I still don't see why we would have that in us. Again, a small diner that is American styled, clearly. Why would we do French cuisine? Or what, like French style? What the fuck does that even mean? You sprinkle some grated cheese and chop the vegetables onto the layer of egg whites, topping it all off with salt and pepper. As you attempt to fold it, it tears easily. We are fucked. We are screwed. Yikes. As you plate the omelet and hand it to Chris, you can't help but feel a mixture of disappointment and embarrassment. Hopefully it tastes better than it looks. Chris, unaware of the small war you had with the man's oddly specific recipe, makes his way over to present it to the customer. Oh, he looks so sweet. Oh Lord, why is... Damn. Sorry, the sprite has me... Jesus. Why is this man so dripped out? Jesus Christ. I expected that to be like a full-on coat. What happened here? Chris tries to speak, but he cuts him off. No, actually, I know what happened. Your chef is terrible. Just look at this. Shut the fuck up! It's obviously she can't separate the yolks from the whites. It's most definitely whisk, not to mention it's clear to anyone that has eyes it's under seasoned. Well, I'm fucking sorry! I'm deeply sorry, sir. I can actually... It's actually your first day. Before Chris could even finish his sentence, the man puts a hand up and stands up from his seat. His figure towered over Chris, looming over him.
Did you even try to get my order right? I bet you wrote it down wrong, because there is no way a chef could mess such a simple order up.
I'm gonna beat this motherfucker to the ground. Cause I am not putting up with this shit, nor am I putting up on you disrespecting my cute co-worker. I could sue you for this. Do you even know who No, I don't know who you are. Shut the fuck up. Shit. This could get messy. You swiftly exit the kitchen and rush over next to Chris, hoping to defuse the situation. Honestly, I could swing either way, but just for customer service. Sir, this isn't his fault, it's mine. I was the one in the kitchen. The customer takes a moment to gloss over your figure. Why is he looking at me like that? I don't know how to feel. I really don't know how to feel. I can try and make you another one if you'd like, properly this time.
Ugh.
He rolls his eyes and sits back down, pushing the plate back towards you and Chris. No need. You sigh quietly in relief as the tension eases up. You exchange a nervous glance with Chris, grateful that the situation didn't escalate further. The man leans back into the booth seat. Excuse me. Jeez. Fucking snot everywhere. It was cat hair, probably. I'm not allergic as far as I'm aware. The man leans down into the booth seat. booth seat, still eyeing you with a playful smirk. What? Sir? Sir? I'll most definitely be back another time, and you'll have your chance to redeem yourself. Why is he looking at me like that? I don't know. I don't know how to. What is happening? Despite his somewhat playful response, his tone's still ting with mild annoyance. You couldn't help but chuckle nervously. Promise you won't be disappointed. Chris, trying to diffuse any remaining tension, chimes in. Yeah, you know how it is with new recipes, right? Sometimes it takes a little bit of practice to get them just right. Well, no, I don't know how it is with new recipe. I have enough recipes. I have enough to deal with day to day, so I have a personal Then shut the fuck up! Oh. I suppose you're right. I'm looking forward to that improved meal. Blake? Can he stop looking at me like that? I don't like it. Or I don't think I like it. You're about to ask how he knew your name, but recalled your makeshift "Hi, my name is" sticker on your apron. Well, if you don't already know, I'm Wyatt. Here's my business card. Can you stop staring at me like that? I'll get going now. My appetite is ruined, and I have important matters to tend to. Till next time, Blake. Wyatt slides over his business card with a quick wink. What the fuck? Getting back up and leaving the diner, making sure to nudge Chris on his. Do that again, I swear to fucking God. You do not do that to the baby! You pick up the card for the information on the jerk. Wyatt Quinn of Quinn. CEO of Microsoft? I see. I'm dealing with another asshole. Am I having flashbacks to Jimin Han? Kinda. Not only is he a genius, but he's extremely popular due to his pretty okay. He's a hit in the modeling scene. You recall a couple of your friends fangirling over him, actually. Hey, Blake. Chris's gentle voice takes you out of your thoughts, and you turn to look at him. Are you okay? I'm sorry about that. We don't usually have customers like him. Who the fuck is talking about me? I'm gonna fucking text my mom and see if it's her talking about me. Because I'm sneezing way too much for this. I have nothing to blow my nose in. Oh, no, I found it. There we go. Jesus. I swear to fucking God. This usually isn't a problem, but this week has been extremely annoying with my nose. He looks down to the floor and plays with his sleeves awkwardly. Oh, baby. You playfully flex your arm, making him smile a little. Well, besides that, your shift is officially over. Here's your pay. He hands you a wad of cash out of his pocket! His sad demeanor seemingly disappearing into thin air. Oh, thank you! Are you heading off too as well? Chris gives you a strained chuckle and shakes his head. I wish. I still got lunch and dinner service to look after. It's only 12 o'clock? What? Or what? I don't understand. What is... Plus, our other chef doesn't come in around until around 7 p.m. Someone's gotta be here in the meantime. Has he always been working like this? Is it even legal for someone to be working this much? Not wanting to question more of his own unhealthy work ethic, you simply nod and go into the locker room to gather your belongings ready to head off.
Hey.
1 sec before you go. My number, you should take it so I can talk to you about shifts or anything. Oh, right. You exchange contact information and you leave the kitchen waving goodbye to Chris as you leave. You look around, you look down at your phone as you exit, curious about the time. The number is 1:30 p.m. Oh, okay. Isn't lunch around 12? I don't fucking know. My autistic brain has times for everything that I'm used to because of school. So like lunch is like around 12. Dinner for me is like, I want to say 5 p.m. So I don't know, maybe it's just my Swedish little brain being confused. I guess it wouldn't hurt to walk around. I need to take a sip, my throat hurts. I'm not used to talking this much. Or I talk a lot, but there's also a lot of times where I don't talk. One second, my mom just... Yep. I sent my mom a video, a funny video that I took. Following the general direction of the townsfolk, you get to see more of what the town has to offer. Jane wasn't wrong, it really was a beautiful place. You find yourself in the town square, a fresh breeze blows through your hair as you take in your surroundings. The streets were crowded by people and had stalls lining them. Each stall proudly displayed their own unique produce and cuisines, with the most notable being fish. I mean, it is a seaside town, so it's not surprising. Or is it seaside, or is it like a lake? Is my question. But I guess it said ocean waves earlier, so I guess it's a seaside town. Again, I'm used to... Sweden does have a lot of lakes, like 2 really notably big ones. So towns don't necessarily have to be seaside, they can be lakeside towns. Because Vättern och Vänern are 2 biggest lakes. One of them notably being really big, and one of them you can kind of see like from one side to another. So there are a lot of like lakeside towns technically. But the Swedish countryside by these lakes, absolutely fucking beautiful. I recommend checking it out. As you walk past the stalls to observe them one by one, you catch sight of a familiar figure. Past this figure, you can see a short, silver-haired man who seemed to be talking with... Oh, it's my favorite one. It's my favorite guy in this game. Or like in this demo. Let's go. He isn't the kind of guy you would expect him to hang around. But then again, you don't necessarily know him well enough to be making that kind of assumption. Might as well go say hi. Grinning to yourself, you approach the duo and reach out to tap him on the shoulder. Jink turns towards you, his face lighting up as he realizes it's you. Blake, didn't expect to see you here. Have you been settling in well? Yep, I'm actually exploring a little right now. I have managed to get a job at Cup of Joe Mama. Cup of Joe Mama, I love that place. Great coffees to start the day with. I'll definitely be seeing you around a lot more. Oh my god, look at him. Okay, listen, look at him. He's so cool. I love myself an alt person. Oh my god. Dear Lord. Oh my god. Forearm tattoo, like me. Podcast. I accidentally pressed F. Whoopsies. There we go. I was gonna click the H again. His eyes His eyes disappear from grinning widely at you. Your eyes briefly flutter to the silver-haired man. Upon noticing your gaze, the man sharply turns away. Does he, like, turn all the way around? Because that'd be funny. Jean takes notice of your curiosity and takes a small step back, placing his hand on the stranger's lower back and slightly pushing him closer to you. He looked at Jean with his eyes wide, startled by the sudden contact. Jean places his arms around the stranger's shoulder, tightening his grip slightly as he spoke. This here is old Vince. I'm gonna fucking butcher this, Matador. But I am white as fuck, so don't mind his behavior. He isn't used to new people. Vince's eyes narrowed as he gave Jean a curt glare before taking a glance at you. It was short-lived, as he chose to give his attention to the ground beneath him instead. I'm Blake. It's nice to meet you, Vince. I'm Blake. Vince says nothing in response, seemingly unwilling to introduce himself to you. Instead, he keeps his eyes downward with the occasional glance at Jean. Jean sighs deeply. Come on, Vince. We talked about this. Vince bites the bottom of his lip before looking up at you.
Hey. Jean told me about you. Quite the predicament you've gotten yourself into. With the car and all.
Oh, God! Dear Lord. Dear Lordy, Lordy, oh. Oh. My type. Let's fucking go! Jesus. His voice is pretty quiet, sort of like Chris when he's nervous. Vince leans more towards the mumbling side. I don't like it when people mumble. Like, I dated a guy that mumbled a lot. Didn't like that. Still don't like it. But, yeah, it's pretty unfortunate, but that's not to say good things haven't come from it. Still, a vacation, I guess, minus my new job, of course. Vince's attention wasn't on you by the time you had finished your sentence and was fixated on the ground once again. Jean gently nudged Vince, jolting his attention back to you and the discussion at hand. After some short hesitation, Vince spoke back up. Well, that's an optimistic way to look at it. I'm glad you're not too bummed out about it. Vince's attention shifts back to Jean, who offers a nod in agreement. He's like a kindergartner looking to their teacher like, did I say that right? Silence fills the air for a moment before Jean clears his throat. Say, why don't you show Blake around, Vince? It's about time I headed back anyway. I gotta get dinner started. Vince gives Jean a solemn look, his eyes practically begging for him not to leave. Jean, on the other hand, gave Vince a few gentle pats on the arm and a reassuring grin. Alright, I'll leave you to it then. See you around, Blake. Bye, Jean! He waved goodbye as he turns back to leave, Vince's face scrunched up as he yells out for Jean. You're a little taken aback, as he had been pretty quiet up till now.
Hold on now. I never said I would. Jean, get back here!
Oh my god, he's adorable. Holy shit. Jean ignores his pleas as he takes a final look back to wave goodbye before disappearing into the crowd of people. Vince's shoulders drop in defeat. He heaves a big sigh, turning his attention back to you. I
guess I could try to show you around. Unless you've already got plans.
Are you asking me out? He looks down at his down to his thumbs, which had been twiddling awkwardly for the past few minutes. He doesn't look entirely convinced to walk you around. Refuse for the offer for his sake, refuse the offer for your sake, agree to walk with Vince reluctantly. The thing is, this is something I would do, but for the sake of the plot, agree to walk with him. But, like, that would also be an option for me. Hold on, my brother just texted me. Hey, oh my god! My brother just texted me a fucking picture of a Joseph figurine. Motherfucker, if you don't give me this, I will. I swear to fucking god, I'm gonna call him right now. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna press the call button. I'm gonna press... No. You motherfucker, you... I swear to fucking god. Is that... Who's... Is this even on? I can't hear anything. Hello? You're texting me while I'm recording, and I freaked the fuck out. Because the figure, you dumbass! Yes! Yes! I will literally okay, listen. I will literally put away some money to pay you back for it. Yeah, it is a deal. You fucking... My little autism brain just went, ah! Just, what do you mean? Uh-huh. Wait, there was more than one? Okay, nah, the IDV one specifically, because, like, okay, Joseph, oh my god, Joseph. Yeah. Like, oh god, if there was an Aesop one, I would have freaked the fuck out, but also Joseph is really good. Honestly, two of my favorite fucking boys in this game. Bro, I will literally worship the ground you walk on if you get me this. Hmm. I swear to fucking god. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I swear to god, this recording is gonna be more confusing since my mic isn't picking anything else up. Because I'm playing a fucking, like, visual novel, like a dating sim, demo right now. Yeah. Wait, did you already get it, or? Huh? Honestly, just fucking get it. I'm willing to pay whatever. I'm fucking serious! I'm fucking serious. I might have, like, a piercing to pay for later, but still. Cause, oh my god, Joseph. Holy shit. I mean, it depends on, like, because I already told you about, like, the trip thing. Yeah. So, but we haven't heard anything about that yet, so, I don't know if it's happening, but otherwise, I think, Louise would be willing to, like, go to Denmark. I already told you she's gonna try and sink it. Yeah. She was like, hey, if we take enough rocks and dump them into the ocean, we could try and sink it. And I'm like, can we wait a little bit until you do that, or? Yeah, because I am too stupid to try and get my hands on something like that by myself. Yeah, abso-fucking-lutely. That's like nothing. 300? That's nothing. That's fucking nothing, dude. Compared to, like, the prices that I paid for, like, my Sombra Nendroid. That was a ridiculous amount of money for such a tiny little thing. I mean, true, but then again, yeah, fair. Oh my god, where I should put him? Oh, I want to put him by my Aesop. Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. My little autism brain when it comes to IDV, I'm like, oh my god. I will pay you. I will fucking tackle you to the floor and then throw money in your face. Yep. Honestly, I've been seeing a lot of, like, anime figures getting sold on, like, Tradera. But, I think I saw, like, an eye one that I was like, I mean, it's pretty, but I don't think I want to pay 600 for it. Because it just looked like a bunch of stock images, so I was like, do I trust this? Nah, I don't. There was somebody selling a fucking Isagi Nendroid on Tradera. Yeah, I didn't get it, though. Because I didn't have money at that time, because I spent so much on it on, like, the doll spending spree. You remember that? Yeah, so basically. So is gonna laugh their fucking ass off the second I send them this recording. Yeah, let's just... I swear to God, I like the fact that my diagnosis paper said no impulsivity, and I'm like, oh, you're lying to yourself now. No, don't be fucking sorry. I had money anxiety yesterday, but, like, I texted Louise after talking it out with, like, my parents and shit, and I was like, hey, do you want to help me book, like, a piercing appointment? Because I don't know how to do that. Because I do actually sort of have the anatomy for angel fangs and a industrial. Yeah. Hold on. Ew, Kirito! I'm sorry, Sword Art Online, my friends fucking loved it, and I was hating on it the entire time, and I'm like, I'm sorry, the first few episodes, sure, good, but then it just goes downhill and just becomes I don't even know where to start with that. Don't get me started on it. Don't. I can't. I lose my brain cells. The second I... Fuck you, I do have brain cells. Yeah. What the fuck did I spill on my pants? I just noticed there's a stain. Yeah. I'm gonna go back to recording. Yeah? Oh! That too? Damn. I can't. Oh, that one. Yeah, that one. There was like a show that I started watching yesterday. I can't fucking remember what it was, but Matthew Mercer voiced in it, and I was like, damn, I didn't even hear that from the start. Oh yeah, no, I started watching Sakamoto Days. That's what it was. Yeah, it is good. And yeah, I think you can already tell what character I'm gonna simp for. You don't know. Okay, listen. You should watch it and then tell me who you think I'm simping for. I can already tell you. It's not a character that appears that often, so... Yeah. No, it's not a woman. That's what you say to everything. It's just like, fictional men? Nah, you're gay. Did I just accidentally stab myself? Fujimoto! Okay. The longer we talk, the more insane it's getting. Jesus. Oh my god. Insanity. Am I putting the right one on my right ear? There we go. Anyways, I love my brother. He's fucking silly as shit. Let's hope he can get me that figure. Oh my god. Anyways. I don't know if you heard him, but it doesn't matter because that was funny. Vince seems almost disappointed when you say yes, his shoulders dropping as he exhales. Didn't he ask me? What's with the attitude? Let's get on with it then. Okay, bitch. Vince's word sounds half-hearted, and you almost begin to wonder if this was the right decision to do as the both of you begin walking. It's hard for you to get used to the comfortable silence between you and Vince, but you eventually don't mind it. You've done more than enough talking today, and with the whole Wyatt situation, so the silence seems was more than welcome. Sorry, I need a fucking text so that my brother found. Oh my god, my brother found a Joseph figurine figure. Oh my god. Oh my god. Honestly, anything IDV related, send it my way. I'm fucking texting him. There we go. You've done more than enough talking for the. Oh, okay, I already read that. Vince seems keeps his figure that I can't read. Figurine. That is all my brain is thinking about now. Oh my god, the autism. Vince keeps his eyes glued to the ground, his hands fidgeting with the various bracelets on his arm. So, your voice trails off as you clear your throat nervously, struggling to find the right words. Stay silent. Thanking... Thank him. Hey, Vince. You speak gently, trying once again to break the ice. I really appreciate you for taking time out of your day to show me around. I know it must suck for you to be forced to hang out with a stranger, but it's really nice of you. Vince's shoulders visibly relax as your words seem to have a positive effect on him. He looks at you and gives you a half smile. No, it doesn't suck. It's just I don't really get out much. Honestly, I relate to that because I had a period in my life. When I was depressed, I barely got out of the house, and especially after like a sort of semi-traumatizing event, I couldn't get out of the house at all. So that was fun. I'm not even sure what to show you, really. Just show me your favorite places. Maybe it'll help me to get to know you a bit. He leads you out to places like his favorite record store and a cozy coffee shop, his genuine enthusiasm evident as he talks about them. As the two of you make your way around the familiar corner, your attention is drawn to Andrew's bookstore. Through the window, you catch glimpses of him organizing books and engrossing conversation with a few customers. Vince's eyes naturally follow your gaze and his steps comes to an immediate halt. Let's go to another part of town. You turn to him and notice his eyes fixated on Andrew, though his expression isn't a pleasant one. Ask him about it. What's wrong? I'd really prefer not to talk about it. He shifts his gaze downwards. He raises a hand to the back of his neck, absentmindedly scratching it to physically dispel his unease. Let's just drop it. I don't want to piss him off, so I probably shouldn't be prying, but I can always ask about it again when I know him better. Sure, let's go elsewhere. I haven't been around there yet. Wait. I haven't been around where? Oh, shit. Sure, let's go somewhere else. I haven't been around there. Where? Okay, whatever. You motion towards the opposite direction and offer him a gentle smile. His demeanor softens, a flicker of relief crossing his face as the hint of a smile tugs at the corner of his lips. As the both of you turn the corner, you suddenly hear the distant sound of music and applause. With your newfound curiosity getting the best of you, you follow the source and find yourself at a makeshift stage set up by what seems to be the town's local theater group. Approaching closer to the stage, the crowd's enthusiasm starts to excite you too. Taking a glance at all the performers, it was hard not to be drawn to the guy with bright green hair. You don't see that every day. Guess he really wanted to stand out, huh? I mean, people can color their hair for a multitude of reasons. I just like experimenting, so... And I think red fits me the most. You turn to Vince, who has his arms crossed and brows furrowed. What's wrong? I'm just not a big fan of crowds. Or him. You focus your attention back to the stage where the green-haired man was giving his final monologue. He happens to be one of the lead actors, his energy and charisma undeniable, his presence radiating through the crowd, mesmerizing everyone with each spoken word. Gee, I wonder who this reminds me of. Him? If you mean him by the walking highlighter, then yes, him. You snort a little at the comment, caught off guard by Vincent's unexpected sense of humor. As the performance reaches its conclusion, the crowd raptures into cheers. Your attention gets fully pulled back to the lead performer, though his eyes were already on you, his gaze direct and sparkling with intrigue. As the crowd slowly disperses, he boldly jumps off the stage and approaches you with a wide grin. You hear a small groan of protest come from Vince as he rolls his eyes.
Hey there! You new in town?
No, I've always been here. Duh. The name's I'm sorry. Every time I hear about somebody named Kevin, it's always fucking Kevin. Anyways. Do people in this town just know everyone? This is like the millionth time I've been asked this. Yes, actually, I'm Blake. How could you tell I was new? He snorts sheepishly.
I'm a regular performer here. Practically every week. I've seen the same faces countless times, but yours...
Oh god.
Yours is definitely new.
Okay. Whatever. It gives you a playful smirk with his eyes holding a glint of amusement. Before you could reply, the man's gaze falls on Vince, then his eyebrows rises as he just realized he was there. His smirk only strengthened. Oh, the vampires finally left town! If he's a vampire, like... Hello? Proud of you, Pre? I really thought some sunlight would make you dissolve or something. Jesus. Vince only musters up an annoyed glare. Satisfied with his tease, the performer returns his attention to you. Anyways, how are you finding Brian Bay? I'm sure it's not much, but it's got some few redeemable charms. I like it so far. Well, I like it so far. It's quaint and a nice difference from the city. His eyes widen in surprise as he excitedly grabs your hands.
City? You're from the city? That's so cool!
Don't touch me! Yeah, I was born and raised, so... you chuckled awkwardly and suddenly... at the sudden contact, and he quickly lets go. Thank you. He clears his throat as his cheeks flush a light red. Sorry, I've always wanted to go to the city. You let out a soft, amused laugh. No worries, I understand. So, what do you think about my performance? Is it anything like the actors from Paragon Arts? Bold of you to assume that I know anything about Paragon Arts. Probably the most prominent theater company you could think of. It comes as no surprise as he aspires to be like them. Okay, listen. Knowing my past with Mystic Messenger and Zen specifically, I didn't like him at first. I didn't like Zen at all, but he has grown on me, so I feel like this character is, like, Kevin is also gonna do that. But I'm gonna be rude at the start, because I don't like characters like this, to be honest. At first, at least. Well, to be honest, not really. I was just bored and needed to wind down with something. It wasn't that great, and definitely isn't on a Paragon actors level, but it's something. You clear your throat and quickly glance at Vince. He turned away from you, his body shaking as he stifles a laugh. The actor's jaw falls a little in disbelief as he offered him an apologetic shrug. Thanks for being blunt, I think. He tilts his head, his brows for a slightly puzzled expression. In a puzzled expression. The disappointment in his voice is clear. And here I thought I did good this time. He clears his throat loudly as an apparent reset of his confidence. A smile forces its way on his face. Well, I'd love to hear more on what you gotta say. You sound like a true critic. I could benefit from having one of those around. Dear God, here we fucking go again! His eyes snap to Vince, and his expression threatens to sour, preferably without any distraction. Could not roll my eyes harder if I tried. Sure, I don't mind if you're really okay with that. He begins rummaging through his bag, pulling out a small business card that looks similar to Wyatt's.
Feel free to reach out if you ever need a friend, or want to catch another show.
In which I hope you enjoy my next performance better. A voice suddenly calls for him on the stage where people have started to clean. He quickly nods and begins to make his way towards them. He turns his head and raises a hand to wave goodbye. I've been looking forward to hearing from you. New contact. And with that, he disappears into the crowd. You're left slightly confused with the strange man's business card in your hand. You get the feeling he took your criticism more as a challenge than a compliment. Than a comment. I can't read. You look up at the sky and notice it's starting to get dark. Clearly, you've stayed out longer than you would have liked to. It's getting pretty late. We should get going. Vince nods and follows behind your lead. While walking home, you glance down at the small makeshift card in your hand. Kevin Zuno. Recalling Wyatt's card you retrieved from your pocket and compared the two. Yep, exactly the same. Isn't this kind of plagiarism? Shrugging off the thought, you tuck the 2 cards away. So, what was that about? What, me and Kevin? Don't worry about it. It's kind of dumb. He waves his hand up dismissively as he mumbles under his breath and downplay the situation. If you say so. It was nice seeing you be less gloomy, though. You give him a small nudge and a smile as he dips his head to hide the flush on his cheek. Aw, so cute. I love Vince. He's probably like my number 1 next to Chris. Or like, if I had to rate them, Vince, Chris, Gene. Wait. Vince, Chris, Kai, Gene, Wyatt, Kevin. There we go. That's my ranking, and I stand by it. The both of you finally reached the hostel after a long walk back to the opposite side of town. You're just about spent on energy and in need of a good night's rest. Well, I guess that's it for today. Yep, thanks for walking me back, Vince. It's no problem. As you were about to turn, he gently reaches out his fingers brush against yours. Your eyes flicker for a brief moment down to your hands before making eye contact with him. Thanks for today, Blake. I know I'm not the easiest person to get along with, but you kept trying anyway. Not a lot of people do that. Thank you for that. I had a good time. Oh my god! Me too! Me too, Vince. It's been nice to meet you. Would you, His voice trails off, cracking a little at the end. Would you maybe like to have my number? Oh my god, he's so cute! He averts his gaze and begins to nervously chew on his lip again. Unless you think it's stupid, which it kind of is. Would you want my number? We just met. That's weird. Oh my god. I feel like... Okay, I love him. I love him so much. Holy shit. You chuckle at his nervousness and nod. Sure, Vince. His expression relaxes slightly and a hint of relief tugging at the corner of his lips. He takes out his phone and quickly shares his number with you. It's a small gesture, but you can tell it means more to him than he's letting on. Well, I'll head off for now. Jean would probably start freaking out if I'm not back before nighttime. Well, it already kind of is nighttime, so... Right, Jean did mention he was making dinner for them. Good night, Blake. Good night, Vince. You smile at him as he walks off, glad he's able to come out of his shell by the end of the day. Upon entering your room, you waste no time shutting your clothes off by the entrance. A trail gets left behind as you rush into the bathroom for a well-deserved shower. You do your usual nighttime routine and get into your comfiest set of pajamas. As you leave the bathroom, you gather your discarded clothing to clean when you get the chance. Hopefully there's a dry cleaner nearby. You hop into the bed and wrap yourself up in the large blue comforter. Turning to your side, you grab your phone and begin scrolling through your list of new contacts. Wonder if anyone's free to talk right now. Ooh. Who shall we talk to? I honestly want to... Okay, listen. I almost pressed Wyatt's. Oh my... It's kind of a cute ringtone.
Hello? Who is this?
Vince?
Oh, it's you. Hey.
Is everything alright?
I wasn't expecting you to call me already.
Did you get back home safely?
No, I'm still making my way back. I wanted to take a little detour. Walk around town a little longer. I'm glad we had this walk. It's been a while since I've gotten some fresh air, so it was nice getting to show you around.
Oh my God. Thank you for taking the time to. Thank you for taking the time to.
I'll be the one thanking you. I don't know a lot of people, so going out like this was a little out of my comfort zone. But, you know, kinda knew Gene would give me a huge lecture if I didn't. He's just looking out for me, I guess. I think I'll hang up for now. Again, thank you for today. Rest well.
You too, Vince. As the two of you exchange parting words, you press the end call button. Well, this wasn't exactly what I thought my holiday would be like, but I'm glad everyone I've met has been nice so far. Feeling content, you plug your phone into the charger and gently shut your eyes, already ready to doze off to sleep. Wonder how tomorrow will go. Thank you for playing the demo of Threads of You Beyond the Bay. We're grateful to have been that you've given our game a chance and hope you enjoyed it. Honestly, okay, listen. I really enjoyed playing this, and I hope you will support them on social media. They have a Discord server? Holy shit, I should probably join that actually. Fundraising over on Ko-Fi. Okay. Check that out if you get the chance. Again, supporting this game. It does have a lot of potential. Like, a lot of potential. And I really hope it does get a full version. The demo is really good, but a full version, holy shit. Getting to know, like, the little bits of information that we got sprinkled around a little bit. Like, what is up with Vince and Andrew, and like the relationship between all the characters and stuff like that. It's I'm really looking forward to see what they come up with. So yeah, check out the demo yourselves on Steam. I'm gonna see if I can link it in the description. And I hope you guys have a great day. I hope to be playing more maybe full visual novels and more demos. I do have on my Steam library, I do have A Date with Death, and then the Touchstar demo, and I also have Our Life, that my cousin fucking recommended me, that dating sim. It was really good. I do want to buy some DLCs for that. So yeah, I will also be playing more Seduce Me, because Seduce Me the Otome it turned 10 years, like, on the 12th of February, so, like, I will see if I can get So to play it with me, because that would be fucking hilarious. So, yeah, I hope you guys check this demo out, and I hope to see, I hope you enjoyed the content, and me screaming at my brother to get me that fucking figure. So, yeah. Bye!